USA, USA, USA. Taker says, just like America, he doesn't take no shit. And neither do we on Fog Wrestling. But unfortunately, we have to watch a lot of shit in 2023. But don't worry, guys. It is the brand split era. It's WWE Raw, 19th of August, 2002. Coming to you.
Oh, I like that wee intro. But I tell you what, I didn't like the intro for Raw. I thought Taker's promo was a bit weird. No, I don't think so.
So was my promo better than Taker's?
I'd say so.
Oh, yeah, Taker came out, basically put himself over, put America over. It's like, I'm not the poster child. I'm not the American boy, but I am the American badass. And Taker says, just like America, he takes no shit. This got the crowd loving it. Taker said all the Republican stuff, all the conservative stuff.
We were right to invade Iraq.
All the stuff that you could say 20 years ago and you'd get a pop.
Yep.
I'm convinced if Taker said this shit now, with the WWE audience, he'd be getting booed.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet 100%.
When was the last time they actually said it was political? Probably the Bin Laden thing. Cena announcing it live in fucking Extreme Rules.
Osama Bin Laden has been terminated.
I mean, he could have got booed, but then again, Cena was getting booed a lot back then, so I don't know if it was Cena or the actual announcement of Bin Laden. But no, Taker cut a patriotic promo talking about freedom. Freedom comes with a price. A lot of men and women have fought and died to give him his rights. And he says he's a deep respect for those individuals. But the un-Americans, they have no respect. They come here. They don't treat our dead with respect. They don't treat the American flag with respect. They take our money. But they don't respect our rules and all this shit. So, yeah, Taker just...
I like Taker, but I honestly feel like since he's lost the belt, he's slipping into mid-card territory.
He's falling at home. I mean, there's nothing will slip you into mid-card territory like taking a big boot for test and taking the 1, 2, 3.
And teaming up with Goldust.
Yeah, that's, I mean...
That's pretty much it.
I don't know about mid-card, that's more gay, but, I mean, whatever.
Mid. Definitely mid. But Test comes out in his wee Japanese bike.
I like this.
The bike looked really small.
Well, Test is a pretty big guy, like, but yeah, it was a small bike. It was like the swole boys have arrived.
Not only does America suck, you do too, Tiger.
Yeah, then we got Taker punching Test. Test pretty brave coming out on his own, but nah, we've got the un-Americans running in, 3-on-1 beatdown. But before they could even really get any licks on Taker.
Yeah, offense. Booker T and Goldust come out.
Booker T and Goldust come down to make the save.
You want last week's main event, light edition? Well, I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, Booker T challenges the un-Americans to a 6-man tag match tonight, and it's like, it's not a bad 6-man tag match, but last week we had an 8-man tag match with Rock and Triple H, so why did they think this would be a fucking improvement?
Yeah.
It's not, it's a downgrade.
I know, I just don't really get it, to be honest.
At least make it, I don't know, hardcore or something. I mean,
but then that would take away for the next segment, my friend.
Well, it very well would. Up next, opening segment. I thought it was alright. I'm not going to bash on it like you did. I thought it was okay.
No, I liked it. I just felt it was weird. Taker is like, you know, I get the whole bigging up of America, but I don't know. Taker, like him saying that he's not the poster, the boy. I mean, you're the. If I think of America, I look at this guy on a bike with the American flag. Who else was supposed to fucking think of?
Maybe he just didn't want to refer to himself as a poster boy, because it sounds a bit
noncy.
It's not as manly as it is. The badass.
Yeah, but if Taker was on the...
Maybe poster boy, he thinks...
Your country needs you.
Maybe poster boy, he
propaganda.
Maybe he thinks pretty boy, along those lines.
Like a Shawn Michaels.
Anyway, what's the poster boy? Taking drugs and shit?
Aye.
I lost my smile. I hurt my back.
But I gained a shit ton of drugs, boy.
Anyway, then we got on to the next match, which was a hardcore match. So Eric Bischoff is here. Eric Bischoff has got a bunch of wrestlers in the ring.
All former hardcore champions.
Including Terry Runnels. He says that you guys are all former hardcore champs. He says the 24/7 rule is no more. Eric says they're going to fight for the hardcore title right now. He says this is going to be 3 minutes. He went, nah, give me 6. And whoever is the champion after 6 minutes will obviously be champ. There'll be no more 24/7 rule. So then we got this like 6-minute hardcore match. Terry Runnels just ran off to the back. What was the point of her even being out there?
It was just for a bit of comedy, wasn't it?
No, I get it, like, but I mean, could I at least put her through a table or something? I don't fucking know. Terry Runnels runs to the back. It's Tommy Dreamer kind of got battered the entire match, but no one could pin him towards the end, and he comes away with the win. And then after that, I'm expecting something big to happen after the 6 minutes. And by big, what do I mean? I don't know. Something like maybe 3-minute warning come out. We don't get that. I believe Kane's music plays, but then Kane doesn't come out. So it's like, what the fuck was this?
I would have let Jeff Hardy win. Jeff Hardy went for feuding against like Van Damme and Taker, going toe to toe with Taker for the belt, and here he is losing a match against like Johnny the Bull.
Well, I like Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, but Jeff Hardy, man.
Well, in fairness, Jeff Hardy did a move at like the 3-minute mark, and he was never seen again.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Jeff Hardy ended up...
but the last 30 seconds of this match is like 5 guys piling on top of each other. It's a fucking mess.
Dreamer's getting smothered here by Crash Holly, Spike, Bubba, and fucking Bradshaw. And Johnny the Bull's outside the ring, and I don't know where Jeff Hardy fucking went. I think Jeff Hardy ran after Terry Runnels. But yeah, I mean, after the match, I thought we were going to get something big, but we didn't. We got Kane's pyro, but Kane didn't appear.
Like, what is this gimmick? Can we just get fucking Kane?
We didn't get 3-minute warning either. Like, we didn't get shit. Backstage, what we got next was great. Trish and Stacy are in Eric Bischoff's office. They're arguing over why they are there. Stacy believes Eric is going to give her a shot at the title because she is the one that managed to secure the contract for a shot at the IC Championship belt, which RVD will get at SummerSlam. Trish pretty much scoffs at this idea and thinks that Stacy isn't going to get her title. She says that she's not worthy. She's just kissing the ass of Eric Bischoff, kind of like she did McMahon. And then Stacy says to Trish, well, that's pot calling the kettle black, because if she really wants a shot at the belt, maybe she can get on her hands and knees and bark for it. Then Bischoff arrives and he's like, ladies, calm down. It's not worth fighting. And besides, nobody gives a damn about women's wrestling anyway. Trish Stratus is about to take objection to this, but Eric Bischoff just, he stands by his words and he says, it's true, Trish, it's true. Kurt Angle style.
It's true.
Then he says, we're going to give the fans what they do want, though, and that is sex appeal. And tonight, you two are going to compete in a bra and panties match, but it's going to be even better than that because it's going to be a bra and panties match in mud. In mud, which of course made Jerry Lawler very happy.
Here's your mud.
Then we go straight into it. Trish comes out in her bra and panties, gets pushed from behind by Stacy Keibler right into the mud. And I mean, it's a pretty high drop here.
Must be, yeah. But the pool's pretty filled with mud. I tell you what, this is thick mud.
I've never seen mud like this. It completely covered. It wasn't thick mud, it was thin, but it covered them. It stuck on them.
Aye. So it was thick. If it was thin, it'd be watery.
It was watery, but it glued to them as well. I don't know what this was. I don't know what they stuck in this, but they were covered head to toe.
Once you went in, that was it.
You couldn't really see anybody. I mean, they were just completely covered in this mud. Referee got pushed in. Everybody was in. People were getting drowned. There was a couple of really dodgy-look manoeuvres in there, but I don't think anybody was really rating this on a star base unless you're Dave Meltzer, which he probably was, to be fair.
Half star.
And then Trish kicks Stacy out the mud bath or whatever and gets a roll up for the 1, 2, 3. After the match, we've got the Finkel, Howard. He goes to see if Stacy's okay. They both get pushed into the mud and then Stacy slaps Howard Finkel. And that's pretty much it. Everybody, including the ref, Charles Robinson, Howard Finkel, Stacy, Trish, everyone covered in mud.
And all this is wrapped up within 5 minutes. I mean, see if this was a day, I know they wouldn't do this today, but it would be a women's match, it'd be fucking half an hour. Charlotte Flair doing the figure 8. Who gives a fuck?
Speaking of women, The Rock arrives in the parking area and we get a female crew member running up to The Rock with a package. But The Rock's more interested in showing her his package and his legs start shaking.
Easy boy,
easy boy, calm down, fella.
The Samoan Stallion.
Rock tells her he's only kidding on, asks her if she's new around here. He takes the package for Paul Heyman, and turns out the package is a couple of photos. The Rock opens it up, looks at these photos, and then just discards them on the floor and walks off.
Pictures of the Hulkster.
The Hulkster bust it open on SmackDown.
Now what happened though if The Rock dropped all these and they were face down?
Well, I guess we'd never know.
Mm-hmm. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
I mean, I get what they're going for here, but like, is The Rock really supposed to give a fuck about the Hulkster?
I think it's more trying to intimidate The Rock. It's like, look, this happened to Hulk Hogan, and now it's going to happen to you at SummerSlam.
Is it though? Right. I have more faith in The Rock than the Hulkster.
What you gonna do, Brock?
What you gonna do? When the people's
eyebrow lays the smackdown on you.
Tell you what you gonna do though, when Salmon, Pink, Triple H comes out to the ring in the worst looking fucking shirt I've ever seen.
Another Monday Night Raw, another terrible clothing choice by Triple H. The game.
Triple H's promos are killing me recently.
Triple H comes out to the ring with a clipboard in hand. Triple H says he wants HBK to sign a waiver or there can be no match at SummerSlam. He's not going to be held responsible for what he does to HBK. He says he sent the documents to HBK's house, but he hasn't received a reply. Triple H then talks more and more and more, blabbers on. He talks about how Eric Bischoff has made his match with The Rock no DQ tonight, and basically says that he's going to send a message to Michaels through the undisputed champion, The Rock. Like, well, why is The Rock being treated like a fucking jobber here? I mean, should it not be Triple H versus Spike Dudley tonight in an unsanctioned match to just kind of, if you want to, I'm going to show you what I can do?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like, hey, we know The Rock's going, so let's just like bury him on the way out.
I know, but should Triple H really be making an example of The Rock, the champion? I don't think so.
No, he shouldn't be, but I don't know what's up with Triple H. I think ever since I think it's only been the past 2 weeks, but I think, seeing people talk about Triple H and his promos and he goes on and fuck, I'm feeling it. I am feeling boredom when I watch Triple H promos recently. Like, it's the shirt, there's just no enthusiasm, it's yada yada yada, man.
Then Jericho came out, pretty strange, not expecting Jericho. He says that Jericho says that Triple H sucks, essentially. Then Triple H brings up the fact that he beat Jericho at WrestleMania 18 and that didn't suck. Y2J then says that Triple H should stand for Hunter Hearst Hilarious. Didn't think it was that great. Jericho says they have a lot in common. He says they both hated each other since Jericho's debut. They both are wrestling washed-up has-beens. Jericho says the only difference is he is a hell of a lot more talented than Triple H. And he mentions the fact that his band Fozzy is playing tonight.
He also said Shawn Michaels is a lot better than Ric Flair.
Yeah, then he contradicted himself and said, no, wait, we're nothing in common because the man I'm facing is a lot easier to beat than the man you're facing at SummerSlam because I'm taking on Ric Flair. Y2J continue to trash talk Flair.
And he's got the 10th of the charisma I do, buddy.
Yeah, I don't really agree with that. Y2J saying that Ric Flair is only a 10th as charismatic and only a 10th in wrestling status, icon status as he has. I think Jericho's getting it mixed up, but I mean, whatever. Then Ric Flair comes out, sneaks him from behind, hits Jericho with a trash can, slams into Jericho's head, and Flair says the only thing Jericho does better than him is talking trash. And I get it, it's like, yeah, he's hit me a trash can, you're talking trash, but trash talking could be a positive thing as well. And I'm not even sure Jericho does that better than Flair.
Yeah. No, I totally agree, but for me, I think Ric Flair and Jericho were getting far too much on this show. He almost felt like this was the primary feud.
And I just didn't really feel like the placement. I don't know why Jericho's coming out interrupting Triple H.
Yeah, no, but that's the past couple of weeks. Him and Triple H have been feuding.
Well, the first time I'll forgive it because it was like, did you attack Michaels?
True, but
tonight,
here it's just...
Although Jericho, I guess, was giving him a bit of payback, saying it's not nice to be interrupted. It's not nice.
It's not nice, damn it. Up next, though, 6-man tag. Undertaker, Booker T, Goldust, the Un-Americans. Booker T is getting beat up. He needs to make the hot tag. Tags in Goldust. What is going on here? Undertaker was fucking gagging for it.
And this led to them losing the fucking match. I guarantee you Booker T tags an Undertaker, they don't lose here.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that too. Taker ran up the ramp after test, and then when he got back, Goldust got pinned.
Goldust was going for the Shattered Dreams, but had to wait about 10 fucking hours to hit it.
It was awkward.
I mean, I don't know if he's waiting on the referee to turn his back, or if he's waiting on Test to get in position, or I don't know what he's waiting on, but this was delayed big time.
It was. Taker and Goldust looking at each other like a couple of Mongols.
Very fucking awkward. Would you say Goldust is a poster boy for America?
I'd say he's a poster boy for
2023,
Satan or something.
Well, 2023 fits into America. The American way.
The American way, baby.
Anyway, this match was alright. It was a downgrade on last week's, let's be honest.
Big Show, I'm 7'2", buddy, and I deserve the IC title. Fuck off, Big Show, man. Yeah. Why is Bischoff taking up with his shite?
Big Show wants a shot at the IC belt. Eric Bischoff's like, nah, I can't do it. Not tonight, Show. And RVD's like, yeah, Show. You ain't getting a shot because you're a tool. Big Show remains RVD. I'm 7'2", 500 pounds, and I could crush you like a twig. Then RVD's like, yeah, okay, you're a giant tool. I thought it was, I enjoyed RVD's part in this. And Eric Bischoff was trying to protect RVD. He's like, nah, RVD has to bring home the gold. And it makes sense. Why the fuck would Eric Bischoff put RVD in a match with Big Show? Why would he want to do that when RVD needs to bring home the belt for Raw at SummerSlam? Eventually, Bischoff does agree to it, but says that, look, it needs to be a clean match.
Straight down the middle.
No shenanigans. Just have a proper match. And no, I thought the promo was good. Plus, Eric Bischoff, even though he's a heel, he has been fair so far. He's not like a kiss-ass heel where he kisses like the all the asses of the heels and then like does unfair shit to the faces. I think he's been a been a pretty fair boss.
It's realistic.
So
He's actually, they're portraying it from a business point of view. It's not just, oh, this guy makes matches. It's competition.
Yeah, and he wants the IC belt on Raw, so he's not going to fucking do anything that's going to put RVD at, a disadvantage. But RVD says that he needs to loosen up ahead of SummerSlam.
I need to loosen up, big man. Up next, we have Ric Flair, and talking about loosen up, this guy's skin is very loose, and he gets... I think he was actually bleeding before Jericho even attacked him, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure there was blood.
Has Ric Flair ever had a match where he's not bleeding from, like, this period onwards? I think honest to God, I reckon if you done the over or under, I reckon more than half his matches from 2002 onwards, Ric Flair bleeds.
Can Ric Flair get through a night's sleep without bleeding?
Would you agree with that? More than half his matches he bleeds?
Easily.
Fucking more than half his promos he bleeds. It's like, what the fuck? I know. How are you bleeding in promos? So he gets attacked by a trash can. Well, Jericho hits him with a trash can, then throws him into some steel pipes. So a referee gets thrown into the other steel pipes.
And they all fall in the back of his dome.
Yeah. We then got Big Show versus RVD.
ECW, baby.
Yeah,
2006.
Big Show was fighting dirty, using weapons there. He gets the ring steps, he's about to crush RVD's head in. Bischoff comes out and yells at Big Show. He's like, nah, I'm no wanting this. Put the steel steps down. Big Show's no listening to Bischoff. Bischoff then tells Big Show he has 3 minutes. I thought he was going to say you've got 3 minutes to put down the steel steps, but I guess Big Show could have done a lot of damage in 3 minutes.
Yeah, so Jamal and Rosie have to come out. Big Show could have killed RVD, but then Jamal and Rosie killed the Big Show.
Tell you what, some very fucking weak offense here.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that Rosie came in and fell straight away.
It doesn't help though that you go for battering like frail women or midgets and then you have to fucking do moves to the Big Show. Like, talk about there's like no in between there.
Yeah, so they come in, they attack him from behind, then they hit like a double clothesline, then they hit like a double like elbow drop, a standing elbow drop where they were like holding hands while they dropped the elbow. Fucking looked shit. And then and then you got Rosie pinned down Big Show's legs with the steel steps. It really didn't do much. And Jamal hit the splash, which had probably less impact than it did on the women or the midget. Just pish. And I get it, Big Show's this big guy, but I mean,
everything he touches is shite.
Rosie and Jamal are two big dudes. They should have been able to hit a more impressive double team maneuver on Big Show. Double flapjack or something like that.
Onto the steps, fucking.
Or anything.
Blow up the ring.
I'm not buying that was the best offense they had. No. We can say Big Show sucks and he's too big, but I'm putting the blame on Jamal and Rosie here.
I'm putting the blame on them, but their cousin, The Rock's up next, and whoever the editor is, he doesn't like The Rock on this website. I tell you what, I think The Rock was liked back in 2002 during this run. Obviously he was, but I think by most of the internet smarks, he probably would have been disliked, because, he's leaving for Hollywood, and they're like, we like wrestlers, we want Rob Van Dam to get title shots and all that shite. Think so?
Yeah, but you know what, this was actually a great promo for The Rock. He's talking about how him and Triple H have fought all throughout the years, and he brings up all different eras that him and Triple H, he's gone back into like prehistoric time and all this shit, and he's mocking
Caveman, me Triple H.
Me Triple H, club good. No, club's turned sideways, straight up your candy ass better. Nah, this is a great Rock promo.
And it's sad though, because this is the last time these two ever face each other.
I like this. Then Coach says they've received a video from Paul Heyman. Rock's like, I don't want to see Paul Heyman sitting there naked like a walrus. Walk, walk, walk. Walk. And that's kind of what we got. No, I thought it was good. We see The Rock's phone ringing, but he doesn't answer it. So, well, was that later on?
That was later on,
No,
but I mean, I guess the same. Yeah, who was it? It was Paul Heyman ringing him, but Triple H enters Eazy-E's office, damn it, and Bischoff gives him the form. Shawn Michaels has signed it, and he says, well, I'm the one responsible if something happens to either one of you, but guess what? I'm going to make some changes. I'm not sanctioning the match, so that means it's non-sanctioned. So Finney Mac can't sue me or hoover money off me if anything goes wrong. Triple H is like, but it will happen, Eric. Iconic line for the promo, isn't it?
But it will happen.
His fucking nose near poked out Bischoff's eyes, though, I'll tell you that.
But I like this version of Bischoff that's standing up to Triple H, not backing down.
And I like, see Triple H here, straight to the point, none of this.
I'm the gamer.
Just fucking, exactly.
I will bore you for 10 minutes.
Talking of boring us for 10 minutes, Fozzy, I wasn't.
Down.
Kill a stranger!
Who am I to kill a stranger? After all that I have done, oh, who am I?
And just repeated the same fucking thing for me.
To kill a stranger. And now I'm killing you. Yeah, down.
See, at this point, did Fozzy not have, like, songs that are actually good? Or...
Did they ever have songs that were good?
I know, but they used some for pay-per-view. Did they not have any of them at this point? Like, the one that...
You're my enemy. TNA. Theme song. Down.
That's exactly the same fucking... it's the exact same tune, though, as this one.
Jericho's got writer block. You can only write the one song. You're my enemy. Kill a stranger.
You're my... Right.
Judas.
It was alright. Like,
I thought it was different. I kind of liked it because it's not as like...
He played into the crowd.
I tell you what, the King was loving it and JR was just sitting there like, when's this crap going to end?
Although, I don't think it did Fozzy any favours, did it? Like, alright, it broadcasted them right. I get it.
But you think it did them more harm than good? Fucking getting in front of... That'll be the biggest audience Fozzy has ever had. Hands fuck, it's not even close.
Yeah, but do you get my point of...
No, I don't get your point.
Yeah, but
you're talking pish.
I don't, no, I'm not...
You said done them no favours.
Right.
No, not right. I mean, that Raw rate was probably about 4 million. The fucking Fozzy can't even sell out clubs that day 500 people. And they're getting a house before... Don't get me wrong, but 3 million of them probably turned up to the channel at that point.
Did this look positive for Fozzy? Because essentially what happened is they got booed at the fucking building... JR buried him, then an old guy came out, busted it open and fucking destroyed the set. Didn't look fucking good, did it?
Well, when you put it like that, not so much, no. But yeah, I think this kick-started their career. I don't know what it went for here, like, but... Oh, who am I to kill a stranger?
Right, Ric Flair comes out, destroys everything, and then, like, runs up and down the ramp, possessed.
Then he smashes a guitar over the ring post, and, like, a big piece of the guitar... goes into the crowd, nearly kills a fan, and it also nearly kills the cameraman. The cameraman was like running round to meet Flair at the other side of the ring post, and he almost got taken out. I mean, Ric Flair almost killed multiple people here with one swing of this guitar.
Yeah, it was...
But don't worry, Fozzy almost killed the entire crowd for the 4-minute song that they were playing, so...
The crowd aren't really into it, aren't they not?
Oh, who am I to kill a stranger?
The only thing we made it worse is Big Show was singing it. Who am I? 7'2" giant to kill a giant.
I'm a big stranger, a 7'2", 500-pound stranger. Fuck off, Big Show.
Right, main event time. Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar out there, back for commercial. Bischoff's like, nah.
Bischoff's like, if you dare get involved, these security guys are going to kick your ass. And he did have about 8 security guys with him, and he planted them all at the barricade. I mean, they were literally sitting on... They may as well have been sitting on top of Brock Lesnar's lap at this point.
They were actually blocking the view.
I know, I couldn't see shit.
No, but this is realistic. Like, Brock and Rock, keeping them apart. That like 8 security guards now. It's like, fucking, the whole locker room can't keep apart 2 90-pound women.
These security guys did look pretty big, though, in fairness, as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. It makes sense.
But I hate now. I can accept, right? See at that time it was Brock Taker and they killed the roster, and it was mainly jobbers. I can accept that. But see when it's like Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair, and I don't care if Ronda Rousey's in MMA. See when there's like 12 fucking male security guys and they get their ass whooped. That is pathetic.
Yeah, and she's not like, I mean, she's It's not like she's punching them for fucking real, and they're all getting knocked out. Man, it's just this was good. I enjoyed this. It's the last time The Rock and Triple H ever face each other one on one. I believe. Just don't think they would face each other any other point.
Good match. Late in the match, Triple H finally gets the sledgehammer out. Up until this point, though, did it really need to be no DQ? Did Triple H really make an example up until this point of what he was going to do in Michaels? Because I thought it was pretty tame.
You almost thought at this point, like, he was getting the sledgehammer and, like, it was as if the ref wasn't allowed to see, because then Brock jumps the barricade and he's, like, kind of, like...
defeats the purpose of it being no DQ.
Yeah.
But he gets in the ring, he's got the sledgehammer, Shawn Michaels runs down, attacks Triple H, then Brock gets up in the apron, Shawn Michaels punches Brock off, and then Triple H has a clothesline on HBK. We've got The Rock and Triple H going at it again. Brock Lesnar enters the ring and grabs HBK, but HBK hits a couple of punches on Brock Lesnar before hitting a super kick that fucking sent Brock Lesnar flying over the top rope.
See, people like Buddy, they've no fucking idea what they're on about. This is the best this is one of the best sells I've ever fucking seen. He was jumping up to the fucking rafters.
This cell kind of reminded me, I don't know if you've ever seen it, it's like in one of the old wrestling games, maybe SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. It's one of the entrances where you come down the ramp in a shopping trolley.
And you fly into the ring.
And you hit the edge of the apron.
He did the opposite.
And you fly over the top of the ring. But the Brock Lesnar selling here as if he'd been absolute, like, an explosion.
This should have been a Royal Rumble. I know he wins his first Rumble, and he's not in any till like 2017 or something probably. But this was good.
And then Michaels just immediately drops to his knee, holding his back.
This is how you sell a super kick. Not today where you take one then you give one.
Aye, fuck that shit. Brock Lesnar treating this super kick like he got sniped.
This is like Michaels is back and Brock fucking sold him.
Speaking of Michaels is back, Michaels goes down, holding his back, he's in pain. Brock escapes through the crowd, The Rock gives chase. HBK then sees the security guys trailing Triple H away, so he flies over the top rope, but he catches his leg on the top rope and barely makes Triple H. Nasty landing. Triple H and HBK continue to brawl, security pull them apart, and that is it. We have Shawn Michaels kneeling at the top of the ramp, thanking God for allowing him one last dance here at SummerSlam, and that is how Raw goes off the air, with HBK looking strong. And I like HBK, one of my favourites for sure, but I don't know, this guy who hasn't wrestled in 4 years, Triple H has basically been saying for weeks now that you haven't got what it takes anymore, Shawn, you're not that guy anymore, you can't beat me, this is going to be a mismatch, you can't wrestle, blah, 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 blah. Yet Shawn Michaels came out and essentially fucking buried Brock Lesnar. The next big thing, who's soon to be Undisputed Champion.
He did, but that was great though.
Yeah, well, it was great, like, but I just don't really...
Not sad though, right? If Rock didn't disappear after SummerSlam and Michaels, was actually wrestling full time, you could have got Rock and Michaels against Brock and Triple H on Raw next week.
Yeah, that's a match that would have made happen.
Yeah, but sadly we got it though. You can't really, from a main event, you can't complain with this.
No, it was like an unofficial.
I'm intrigued to see what SmackDown do. I guarantee
it won't be as good as this.
No, it won't be. No, it just won't be. I don't see how it can be. I mean, you had all four of them in the fucking ring at the same time. Sledgehammer, Sweet Chin Music.
I don't want to spoil anyone's fucking party, but I've also got a feeling Big Show might debut on SmackDown this week.
My party's been put.
Wait, it's a shit show.
Right.
Anyway, this wasn't a shit show. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to get an 8 out of 10.
I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 too, which is 3.5 better than
last SmackDown. Yeah. SmackDown needs to up its game as we head to SummerSlam.
The biggest party of the summer, brother. But until then, Big Show on SmackDown. I think
Party's cancelled.
Party's cancelled, brother.